Alrighty traders, so let me show you what's going on with the markets right now. And you know what, guys? The biggest thing I really want to share with you right now when it comes to these markets is this. The number one thing I always want you to be looking at is so many people focus just on the daily charts, right? But what we want to be looking at is the big momentum. This happens every year that I see a lot of people. They're focusing so much on the daily charts right now. Oh my goodness, the indices, they're falling. They've been down for 3-4 weeks. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. Woo! Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back, okay? What do I mean? Always be looking at two things to remove the confusion, get a bit more understanding what's happening, and what could be coming next. And that is weekly charts, trend analysis, and the moving average. Two things. So let me bring this up here. I'm going to bring up, this is the Dow Jones here, okay? Dow Jones chart. I'm going to blow this Dow Jones chart up here. Forget the trend lines here for a minute. That's it there, right? Forget the trend lines here. Now, as you can see, what is happening right now on this particular stock market, right? What is happening here? We're getting what? We're getting low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and now we could be getting another high low. So, who's in control right now? Who's still in control of the big picture? Buyers, right? John, you don't understand, the top's in. That's your ego, right? If you're saying that right now, because of, don't. The market is always right? The market is right. And so as long as the trend is intact, just keep him as your friend. The trend is your friend until the end, right? Yes, John, I know that. Tell me something new. Okay, cool. Well, the top's not in yet. And then we look at the moving average. What's the moving average doing? Whooshka to the upside. So the Dow Jones, to me, we might get a little bit more shake and bake. And I'm not talking about tomorrow. This is a weekly chart here, right, guys? The overall is we could be getting ready for what? A really nice, significant bottoming point before we see another rally all the way up, right? Let's go look at the Nasdaq here. What is the Nasdaq doing? Again, two simple things. Trend analysis. And why? Why is that so important? Because if we go back to here, low, higher, higher. Remember this point through here? Look at this here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually 5. 4. I almost spilt my drink all on my keyboard. Right. 4 to 5 weeks on the downside. Bam! All the way down. Remember this big drop through here? That doesn't look like much. Oh, of course, John. But what happened? Another higher low. Another higher low. So, no, the trend is not over. Not yet. And then, look at this here. Wham! Moving average is still very strong to the upside. Do not try to fight this market. Let's go look at the S&P 500. And what am I going to do? Two simple things. See what I've done here, guys? I have two simple things. The chart and one moving average. That's it. Right? That's it. The trend is your friend until the end. And if there is strong momentum still in one direction, right, which I've talked about in the past, which means strong moving average, I only want to be going with that. Low, higher low, and higher low. Right? And we could be making another higher low here soon. So, the trend is your friend until the end. Right? Nothing changed here. And away we go. So, trying to pick a top here, we're trying to go short here. If you're after a big move in the markets, wrong strategy, right? Everyone likes to pick, so many traders that I see, they like to pick tops. Here's a top, here's a top, here's a top. In the last 2 years, what has been the number one best strategy for you jumping on a trade that's likely to make a big profit? Going with the market. But John, you don't understand, the top's in right now. What's going on? And same for what? And same for the Russell. Look at the Russell. Even though the Russell has been King Russell, baby, right? Even though King Russell has been on the herky-jerky side, what I mean by that, it's been crazy volatile, right? I understand it. I get it. I thought the Russell was going to make, a big breakout to all-time new highs. It didn't. It tried to. But I believe it's coming, though. But who's still in control, though? Let's bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, right? Who's in control? Low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Oh, just another higher low. And what's happening here with the moving average? We're still overall trending up. So what's the trend? Trend is still up, right? So that's rule number 1 and 2 for me, right? So always be focusing on that when it comes to that there. Now, I do want to focus on silver. No, I don't want to talk about silver too much. Silver's doing nothing, guys. In fact, actually looking at silver, we actually got the moving averages down, so silver might be getting a little bit more weakness out of this. Anyway, but then we look at gold, and this is something that I've been focusing on with gold overall. The reason why I'm bringing up gold is because guess what? Let's use the same analysis that I just did on the stock market to give me an understanding of what's going on. Where is the big strong trend and momentum of this here, so I can focus more on that? And what we have, low, higher low, a higher low, and now we could be getting another higher low here, right? So, what do we have? Aha! Beautiful. Low, higher low, higher low. And also, look at the moving average. Still very strong to the upside. Right? So, while we're getting this, and as you can see, we tend to get this 4 to 6 week, maybe a couple month, 4 to 6 week, maybe a couple months with a sideways movement. So far, the big picture is still being up right now on the gold market. When I've talked about bull market being over, some of you bumblebees in the chat box don't understand. That means this bull phase is over before we go through this here. The bull phase is over before we start to go through that through there. So that's what I wanted to share with you there, guys. Hope that helps you out. Make sure you grab access to that free trading course, guys. It's going to really help you out. Link in the description. That's it for me, guys. Catch you guys soon.